Hello, this is the Oz Great and Powerful Movie Review. First of all, a little bit about movie. This is supposed to be kind of a prequel to the original Wizard of Oz. Everything came to be based if you don't know much about. And basically it all begins with Oz. Working as a circus magicians of sorts. And when he flirts a little bit with the strong man's woman, strong man gets a little mad and ends up chasing him into a hot air balloon, in which he escapes. Consequently, there's a tornado there, which magically puts him to the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And he must find out who is the real good witch. He also has to find himself along this road. He, find his real self, his real personality. He has this opportunity at this point because he could be. There are both good witches and bad witches. And he could go either way. Finding his character, finding out who he's gonna go with, who he's gonna side with, who he's gonna help, what the right thing to do. Because up until this point, he's kind of been a phony, a con man, however you like to put. Now, as where his real character, shines. And it's not about physical power. It's all about, with him, it's all about the power of his mind. Figure out, an ingenious solution to all this. And I will be the first to tell you that I'm a big Wizard of Oz movie fan. The original, I loved it. Wonderful movie. And I really watched this. Well, the trailer did look interesting. And I wanted to see how everything came about. How the two good witch got there, the two bad witches, got there, how the Wizard of Oz, and the storyline is quite interesting. And I would have to say, the backgrounds, the color, everything along that line, it was well done, and it is probably, one of the only ways in which this does outshine the original. But for me, it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, the original, that was 1938 when they did that. 1938, and how they did everything. Everything was really well done. I mean, for 1938, it wasn't that long. Yeah, I know the first date for when they came out with the, first talking picture. But it wasn't that long. Maybe 20, 30 years? Something like that? I mean, it's really quite amazing to me to look at and to think that was in 1938 and how it looks. It just blows me away. But obviously, Oz great and powerful. One of the things it really fails on, that I would say, and it might be partially because at that time there were a lot of musicals, there were a lot of actresses that could do great singing, do great acting. Now I don't know if we have as many. And why I mention that is because this movie, there was no singing. None whatsoever. I mean, the original, you had such great stuff. You had Over a Rainbow with Judy Garland. You had the Munchkin song. Like the Tin Man, and about every character, I believe, had its own song. And it was really well done. It was awesome. It made the movie better. But they do it in this movie, unfortunately. If you want to learn a little bit more about Wizard of Oz, if you want to know, okay, what happened, how everything got to be, look at movie we're seeing. If you're looking for something to measure up, you're gonna be disappointed. Unfortunately, a little bit. I mean, I would say this is a good movie. The original Wizard of Oz was a great movie. So it doesn't quite measure up, but it's still, worth seeing. It's still decent. It still has some good action scenes. It still has an interesting storyline. Good acting, although not as good as it was in the original, but I still recommend seeing it. Still expect it to be as good as the original.